Alright, so I'm about to record a 2-month post-op and talk about my time in Miami, getting my boobs done, and my birthday. So I wrote down questions that a lot of people ask me, so if you see me looking down, it's because I'm looking at the questions so I can make sure that I answer everything. And if there's something that I don't answer and y'all want to know like something, just ask me. Like, I'm not one of those people that's not going to tell y'all no information. Like, I don't care. Like, I already got my boobs done, so whatever. So the first question is, where did I go? So I went to Coral Gables, Florida. That's where my actual doctor's office was at. He's located in Coral Gables. My doctor name is Dr. Leonard Bruner. He goes by Dr. Lenny. He is an older guy, so he's been doing this for a really long time. He is definitely experienced, so definitely recommend. 10 out of 10. He's the best. A lot of people ask me, how did I choose my doctor? So I've been thinking about getting my boobs done for forever, but I looked at this doctor's page like a whole year before I even reached out to him. Like, I did a whole lot of research. Like, I just did a lot of research. So before I even reached out to him, I saw his Instagram like a whole year before. I did look up other doctors. I did consider other doctors. I did reach out to other doctors. So it was a whole bunch of people that I considered, but I only reached out to 4 doctors. So it was between my doctor, Dr. Lenny. I reached out to Dr. Charles Mesa. I think I'm saying his name right. I reached out to Dr. Altman. I think a lot of people know him, like a lot of celebrities go to him. I reached out to him too. And I reached out to Dr. Simon. And if y'all want to know these doctors, like Instagrams and stuff, y'all can just ask me, I'll send them to you. But yeah, so I reached out to 4 different doctors. It came down to Dr. Simon and the doctor that I chose. I really like Dr. Simon's work, but he just didn't get back to me like I would have liked him to. Like, they really wasn't like fast with responding, and like he just didn't get back to me fast enough. I ended up reaching out to my doctor, and they got back to me pretty quick. Like, I think that I sent the email like early in the morning, and they got back to me later on that day, probably like 4:35 o'clock. So in the initial email, I had to send my name, where I was from, my phone number, email, stuff like that. And then they also asked for pictures of what your boobs already look like. So you had to do a profile picture. So you had to take a picture from the front, from the side, and 45, which is like on an angle, so like 45 degrees, whatever. So you had to send them those 3 pictures of what you already look like, and then you had to let them know what your desired size is. I did that. At the time, I did it, and they also asked like what amount of cc's you wanted. I didn't know that because like this is my first surgery. Like, I don't freaking know how many cc's I want. I just know like I want my boobs to be big. So I just told them that I didn't know what amount of cc's I wanted, but that I wanted to be a full C. And they also asked like your cup size now. So you know how like when you go to Victoria's Secret or something, I feel like they don't really be giving you your accurate bra size, because in Victoria's Secret I was like a 32B, but I don't think that I was a 32B in real life. I think that I was like an A, so whatever. I just put that I was an A and that I wanted to be a full C. That's what I wanted. So after I sent all of my information in, they called me back. Well, the doctor called me that same day at like 4:30 or 5 o'clock, and me and him talked. And I really chose him because like I'm gonna be honest, like I really like Dr. Simon's work. Like I really wanted to go to him, but I chose my doctor because he made me feel so comfortable. Like from the first conversation we had, he made me feel so comfortable. Like he answered every question I had. I really didn't even have to ask him a lot of questions because he just let me know so much information. He made me feel so comfortable. Like if you scared, you're not gonna be scared after you finish talking to him. So he was telling me that like a lot of people think that after you get your boobs done, you have to go back in like 10 years, or you have to go back and get them redone, or they're gonna drop too much, or they're gonna look crazy. You gotta get them touched up. Like, no, it's not your nails and you have to get them refilled. Like, no, that's not what that is. So he was telling me that he had clients, like I said, he's been doing this for a long time, like over 30 years. So he had clients that had their breast implants for over 20 years and they never had any like complications. They never had to come back or get anything fixed or taken out or whatever. And then I also liked him because there is a 5% chance that after you get your surgery, your boobs get hard. So like it's a 5% chance. That's really low. So it's a 5% chance that your boobs will get hard. If that does happen to you, he just takes them out. He takes the implants out. He allows your body to heal. So you wait 3 to 6 months, and then whenever your body is fully healed, you go back and they put the breast implants back in. Now, once you pay for your boobs, that's it. Like you don't have to pay for anything else. Like you don't have to, if you have some type of complication and you have to get them taken out and put them back in and put back in, you don't have to pay for it again. Like you don't ever have to pay no extra fees. So I was like, sounds good to me. So I chose him because of that too. And I had my consultation, so I chose him when I was on a trip, I think in Vegas in July last year. That's when I was like, okay, I'm gonna go with this doctor. So I had my consultation in August. Like I went to Vegas like the end of July, so when I came home it was August. So I had my consultation in August. I didn't get my surgery until February. So I had my consultation 6 months before I had my surgery. And like I said, he made me feel so comfortable. He answered all my questions and stuff. Not that I had a lot of questions. I did have a lot of questions when it got closer to my surgery day. I just think honestly I was just like nervous and I was like freaking out. So like I was calling them every day. Like every day I was calling them, asking them something, calling them, asking them about paperwork. I was just calling like, what's up? Y'all ready? Like I was just calling them. Like they was probably like get hurt, but I didn't care. And they were super nice. Like aside from him being nice and answering all my questions, like his whole staff, like everybody there, they were super nice to me all the time. Every time I had a question, they answered the question. Every time I needed something, they did it. So I really loved that experience with the doctor in the doctor office. I already said how long I researched my doctor for a whole year, or I knew about him for a whole year before I decided to reach out to him. I'm gonna talk about how long I wanted my boobs done, because I don't know why some people think that I just woke up and I was just like, oh, I'm just gonna go get my boobs done. Like, no. So I've really been thinking about getting my boobs done since I was like 14, 15 in high school. And I'm going to be honest, like I went back and forth between wanting to get them done and not wanting to get them done, because I'm like, all right, well, I just want to be natural. Like I don't want to be categorized as everybody else on the internet and every other girl that got a fake body. I chose to do it because that's what I wanted to do. Like that was my decision. So that's that. How much was my surgery? So the actual cost of the surgery is $6,700, but I had a lot of discounts. So during the time that I got my surgery, they were having like a promotion for $1,500 off, so I got $1,500 off. And then I also got a discount, a student discount, because I was only 23. Like, I was turning 24, but I was only 23 when I got my boobs done. So I got money off because of my age too. So after all of the discounts, I paid, well, $4,900 was paid for the surgery. The process before surgery. So once you like pay in full, which your payment has to be in 3 weeks before your surgery, they send you all of your paperwork, all of your blood work, all of your clearances. If you have to get clearances, I did have to get clearances because I do have asthma, so I had to get asthma clearance, and I have a heart murmur, which is when your heart skips a beat. So I had to get clearance for that too. So I had to go all the way to Jersey and get a MRI scan because all of the Jefferson sites in Philly was booked, or I wasn't going to be able to have the results back before my surgery date, so, or 2 weeks before my surgery date. So I had to go to Jersey. I had to get an MRI. I had to see a cardiologist, which I didn't go see a cardiologist. I just went to my primary care doctor. If y'all hear my freaking washing machine, it's so annoying, so that's what that noise is. But yeah, I didn't go to a cardiologist. I just went to my primary care doctor, and she cleared me because as far as asthma, like, I haven't had a asthma episode, attack, anything with asthma since I was young, probably like a teenager, 14, 15 years old. But in December I had COVID, and it triggered my asthma. So it was like, first off, y'all, COVID was the fucking worst. Like, I don't wish COVID on nobody. I thought that I was gonna die. Like, I was in the bathtub praying to God, like, God, please, like, please let me get through this. Please do not let me die from COVID. Like, I won't be mean to nobody. Like, if somebody's mean to me, like, I will be nice to them. Like, I just was praying to God, like, please do not let me. That would have been crazy if I went out over COVID. But yeah, like, even during COVID, like, I didn't even have an inhaler, so I had to like get an inhaler. I was on a nebulizer so I can breathe and all of this stuff. So that's how long like my asthma hasn't been affecting me. Like, I didn't even have a freaking inhaler when I needed it. So that was a pretty easy clearance for me. Like, she just was like, you haven't had an episode in here, so whatever. She cleared me for that. And I still have a heart murmur, but it wasn't as severe as it used to be, so I was fine for surgery. You do have to get blood work done. The blood work and everything has to be in like 2 weeks or something before your surgery date, just to make sure like all your blood counts and all that is cool and you're safe to get your surgery. Anybody that's thinking about getting surgery or any type of surgery, I think that you should do it. Like, if you want to do it, this is something that you want to do to your body, do it, but do your research. Like, don't just rush into it. Don't just go off of word of mouth. Like, don't do your research, because even with my doctor, like, I still went on his page and I was like looking at girls' surgeries that he did, and I would go to their pages. I would go all the way down their Instagrams to when they didn't even have breast implants, and see what their boobs looked like before they got their breast implants, and then seeing what they look like soon as they got them, because a lot of people do post their boobs like soon as they got them. I was one of them. Like, a week after surgery, I posted a picture, which I'll put in here. I posted a picture of and I'm also going to put some clips of my recovery days, but I'm not going to put everything because I was so high. Like, I was so freaking high. So, y'all, like, it's just not a good look. So I'm not going to put everything, but I will put some clips. But yeah, so I went like on these girls' pages. I was stalking their Instagrams, looking at how they boobs look before they got their surgery, as soon as they got their surgery, and like a couple months after, just to see how like their boobs look like a couple months after, like when they drop a little bit or they're not so like stiff. So research. You get a surgery, research. Like, don't just go somewhere because your friend went somewhere or so and so said that they went there, because everybody doesn't have the same body type. I went to my doctor because he does a lot of girls that are shaped like me, so that's what made me more confident in choosing him too, because he does a lot of girls that look like me already before the surgery. My pre-op appointment and choosing my size. So when I went to Miami, I stayed in like this little condo, whatever. I was there for 10 days. I got there on the day of my pre-op appointment, which was on the 16th. And I had to do a lot of stuff. Wait, I forgot to tell you about the COVID test. So I'm really going to work on this because I do not read, like, I'm gonna be honest, I do not read directions fully through. I just be thinking that I could figure shit out. So when they sent me the paperwork, I didn't fully read everything about the COVID, getting a COVID test done. So it was on the 15th, I went to this like urgent care place to get my COVID test done, and the office called me like while I was in the car, they're getting my COVID test, and it was like, yeah, we don't have your COVID test, so like if you don't have your COVID test, you might as well not even come to Miami because we need your results before you come. So I'm just like, all right, well, I'm at the place getting my COVID test done right now, so as soon as I have the results, I'll send them. So they like, okay, well, make sure it's a PCR test. So I'm like, PCR? Like, what do you mean? What is a PCR test? So the lady on the phone like explained it to me what a PCR test is. PCR test is 99.9% accurate, and then the antigen test is like 95% accurate, whatever they wanted the PCR test. But the PCR test takes 48 hours to come back. It's not like a rapid test. So now I'm like freaking out because I'm like, it's Monday. Like, my surgery is on Wednesday. 48 hours is Wednesday. When I was there, I told the guy that was working at the urgent care place I went to, I was just like, listen, I got a surgery on Wednesday, like, I need this test, I need these results as soon as possible, whatever. So he was like real cool, real nice, and he just let me do the PCR test without the doctor's appointment. I just did the doctor's appointment like later on in the day, and then they gave me this little paper, and the paper had like my name and whatever, like I needed to log in, but you couldn't log in into the website to get your results until your results was on there. I was stalking the shit out of this page, even though I knew it was going to take, they said up to 48 hours. So to me, I'm like, that shit can happen in 10 hours, 24 hours. It better happen before 48 hours because my surgery is in 48 hours. So I was like stalking the page, and my results just wasn't there. Like Monday night, I was packing my clothes and stuff. I was looking for my results. They wasn't there. So Tuesday was the day of my pre-op appointment. My flight was at 6 o'clock in the morning, I think, or like 6:30 or something. I didn't even go to sleep the night before because I was just so nervous, and I didn't even pack my bags. So I had to pack all of my clothes. I had to do my hair, and before I left, I had to make sure I had everything. So when I left to go to Miami, I got there at probably like 9 o'clock or something, like 9:15. My plane landed, my flight landed. Checked the website, results still wasn't there. So I'm like, yo, I'm not gonna be able to get my surgery. Like, I would have been so mad because like the surgery was already paid for. Like, I was already in Miami, Airbnb already paid for 10 days. I mean, regardless, I was still gonna have fun because it was my birthday. But like, I came there to get my boobs done. So they had like this little email on the paper. So I emailed the email address on the paper, and I'm like, I need my COVID results. Like, I have a surgery tomorrow, and the doctor's office is saying if I don't have my results, I can't get my surgery. So they wrote me back in like an hour, and I was just like, thank the Lord. Like, I was so freaking happy because I was like in the bad mood. Like if I couldn't get my surgery, like my whole world was gonna just be over. So I literally got my COVID results 30 minutes before my freaking pre-op appointment. So I was about to be salty, but I made it. So that was that. Make sure y'all read, because I didn't read. But yeah. So before my pre-op appointment, I had a little like running around to do. Like they wanted me to make sure I brought a loose fitting sports bra, so that way like when I put my sizes and stuff in, I could see like what they would look like, what my boobs would look like. So I had to do that. I went to Target. We went out, so my aunt went with me. My aunt was there with me for the first 4 days. So she stayed Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night, then she went home on Friday. So she stayed with me. Those first couple of days was just rough, but yeah, we went to Target. We got the sports bra. We got a pillow with the arms on it. I don't know what they call it, but like the ones that you just sit up on and they have the like little arms and stuff, whatever, because they told me that I would have to be elevated after my surgery and comfortable. So I got one of those pillows from Target and like snacks and stuff so we could cook. And then we went to my pre-op appointment. That was like at 3, I think it was at like 3:15, but I didn't get there until 4 o'clock, but they still did my appointment. So when I got to my pre-op appointment, I had to fill out all of this paperwork, like all of the same paperwork that I filled out before I came there. I had to fill out that same paperwork again. So that took me like 45 minutes to fill out the paperwork. After I filled out the paperwork, I gave it to the doctor, met the doctor. That was the first time meeting him face to face, because our consultation was over the phone. Like it wasn't FaceTime, it was just a regular phone call, and the consultation was free. I didn't have to pay any money for that. So yeah, people ask me that too, how much was your consultation? I didn't have to pay anything for the consultation. But when I met my doctor, he took me into his office and we were just talking about the different type of breast implants that they had there. So before I went to my doctor's appointment, I already knew that I was getting silicone breast implants. Like I already knew that that's what I wanted to get. I never considered saline, whatever, but he still had to explain to me the difference between the silicone and the saline. So silicone is more natural. You can get it under the muscle, like, and plus I watched a whole bunch of like videos. Like when I'm telling y'all I research, like I've been really watching videos and doing my research about these doctors and breast implants and all of this stuff for years. So, but I already kind of knew about silicone breast implants before we even had this conversation. But he told me that the silicone breast implants look more natural, they feel more natural, you can get them under the muscle, and if I decide to breastfeed, it will still be safe for the baby, which I'm not, because no, like I just got my boobs done, paid for them, like I'm not letting my kids suck on my tubes. That's out. So, but it is safe to do that if you want to have more kids, or if you don't have a kid yet and you want to have kids, you can still breastfeed if you get silicone breast implants under the muscle. Saline breast implants saline is like salt water, so it's basically like in a bag, and naturally, like when you put the bag inside of your chest, like the water is gonna fall to the bottom because of gravity and the way that the breast implant, the way that the bag is. So it's gonna fall to the bottom. So like when you see people that have like ripples and stuff like in their chest, that's because they have saline breast implants, and I didn't want that. So even though that's probably the safest way to go, because like say if a saline breast implant rupture or something happens to it, if it busts or something, it's just salt water going through your body. Like you're gonna be fine. I mean, you won't have one flat ass boob and then one that's done, but like nothing's gonna happen. But I chose silicone. I have Mentor Memory Gel. That's the company my breast implant is from. your breast implants have serial numbers on them. So like if somebody was to like cut my boob out or something, whatever, they'll be able to figure out who that breast implant belongs to because your breast implant has serial numbers on it. I did go high profile, and my breast implants are under the muscle. So after me and him sat in his office and we decided that we were going to go with the silicone high profile, he took me into one of their like doctor's office rooms to look at my boobs and make sure I didn't have any like lumps or anything like abnormal in my breast, and that I was like safe for surgery. That took like, first off, let me tell y'all what I did. I'm so dumb. So you know how like when you go to like the doctors or you go to hospital or whatever, you have to put the hospital gown on, they always say like put the gown on with the back open, and I'm like whatever. So when I went into the room, they gave me this paper gown that was open, so I'm thinking like put the gown on with the back open. No, so I put the gown on. He comes in the room, so he like yeah, you're gonna have to turn it around unless you have boobs on your back. I was so embarrassed because I'm like, really, Siani, like duh, you don't have titties on your back, why would you, whatever. So like he came in, he drew no, he didn't draw lines yet. He came in, he looked at my boobs or whatever. He told me that I was a great candidate, and that my boobs would look good once they were done. So that was that. That was pretty fast, like 5 minutes. He came in, came out. Then after that, I went with a nurse to a different room, and that's where I chose like which size I wanted. So I did not record any of the times that I was in the doctor's office because some people do not like being on camera because they just don't, and I respect that. And also there was a lot of people like in and out of the room, so I didn't want them, and I was naked, so like I'm not about to be naked on camera and show y'all my naked body. So yeah, I didn't record me actually being in the doctor's office any of the times that I was there. And plus like they were in there, they was asking me personal information. That was another reason. And yeah, I just chose not to do that, but I will get into detail about everything that I had to do while I was in the room. So once I went in that room with the doctor, like she asked me all of these like health questions again. Like it was so annoying with the questions because it was like I filled out questions before I came, I filled out a questionnaire when I got there, y'all asking me the same questions that I just filled out twice. Like that was annoying. But after she asked me like all my health questions and stuff, she took pictures of my boobs again, like professional pictures, and then it was time to do the sizing. So I think we started at 300 cc's. When I put 300 cc's, and I was just like no, like they look small, like no, I didn't want that. And she was just like, well, do you want to go like much bigger, or you want to just go a little bit bigger? And I'm like, no, I want to go much bigger than that. Like I feel like if I'm paying money to get a boob job or to transfer something on my body, I'm not about to go small. Like no, like go big or go home, girl. Like what you talking about? So she was like, all right, let's try 400. So I'm like, okay. So we put 400 in, and 400 was just like a little bit bigger, and I'm just like, no. So she was like, all right, let's try 450. So when I tried 450 on, I was like, all right, like we get in there, like they was looking like something. Then I was like, she was like, let's try 500. So when I tried the 500 on, I really like 500, and then she was like, let's try a little bit bigger. So we just kept going bigger, y'all. So then I tried 550. So I really liked how 550 looked on me. Like they was big, how I wanted them to be. Like they look good at 550. So I'm like, no, I want this size. Like this is the size that I want. So she, after I said that that's the size that I wanted, she told me after surgery you lose 10%. Like after the swelling goes down and all this stuff, like you lose 10%. So I would really be 500 instead of 550. So I'm like, all right, well let's try on 600. When I tried on 600, I was like, hell no. They look like porn star titties. They was just big as hell. Like, they just look crazy. Like, I look like a pig, like real top heavy, little ass body. Like, it just was not giving 600. So, but I like the way 550 looked on me, so I'm like, all right, well, we can go with 600, and then once I lose 10%, like, I'll be at the 550 that I wanted to be at. But that's just not how it worked out. So the day of surgery, once I got back there, my doctor put 500 cc's in both sides, my left boob and my right boob. I got 500 cc's because, well, first off, I had to give them a range. So the range that I chose was 550 to 600. But once I got to surgery and he got like inside of my body, I was too small to get the 550 or the 600. Like, my chest cavity was just too small, and it would be painful for me to carry around all that weight. So he put 500 cc's in both, so technically I'm like 450. So that was that. The day before surgery, I had to go get all of my medicine filled. So they had like this pharmacy that they work with that was like literally down the street, like 5 minutes away in a car. So I went there, got my prescriptions filled. They filled them right on the spot because I guess they just wanted me to have them because my surgery's the next day, whatever. They filled the prescriptions right there. And then we went back to the condo and we just was like chilling for a little bit, and then we went out to dinner. So like the night before, like, you have to stop eating 12 hours before your surgery. My surgery time was at 10:45, so they told me like 10 p.m. is the cutoff for eating. Like, I couldn't eat anything else after 10 o'clock. So we went to Morton's, I think. Yeah, we went to Morton's, we had dinner. And then after we came back to the condo, and I was like, at dinner I was so tired. I'm like, I would not go.
I am so tired. I cannot wait to go to sleep. No, I'm just recording a video on Snapchat. Look at the bags under my eyes.
Go to sleep, I will wake up and it's going to be the day. But no, I got back to the condo, I took a shower, and then I started to get so nervous. Like, I just was like so scared. I was so anxious. Like, I just was like, I don't know if I should be doing this. Like, I just was a mess. So I didn't go to sleep instantly. I didn't go to sleep until like 1 o'clock or something like that. So that was that. So then the next day, I woke up. That was my surgery day, so I had to go back to Gables, which was like 20 minutes from where I was staying. I stayed like close to like Brickell, like 3 minutes around the corner from like the fashion district in Miami. So it was pretty close to my doctor's office. And like where you go to get your pre-op and everything, like they do the surgery in office. Like everything is in that building, like right in the office, so you don't have to go different places. So I thought that was cool that I didn't have to go a whole bunch of different places. So my surgery day, I had to go to surgery by myself. Like, my aunt couldn't come with me because of COVID, so they wasn't having people like wait in the waiting room for you. So she had to wait for them to call her after my surgery was done, and then she could come get me. So I had to go to surgery by myself. People keep asking me, was I scared? Yes, like I was scared as shit. Like, I was so scared. Like, I was in the back of the Uber, I was sweating, like I was like losing my mind. I'm like, oh my god, like I gotta calm down. Like, this is what I wanted. Like, this shit is paid for. Today is the day. Like, I'm wake up in 2 hours. I'm gonna have titties. Like, I was drunk. And you can't wear nothing to your surgery. Like, you can't put on lotion. You can't put on deodorant. Like, you can't put on nothing. Like, you just have to go. You have to wash up with dial soap, and you can't put on anything before you go. So I get to the office, I'm so nervous because first off, I had to be there at 10:45. I get there at 10:45. My surgery didn't start until 12 o'clock. So I was just sitting in a room, like just sitting there nervous. And like, why didn't nobody come back and get me yet? Nobody came back and told me nothing yet. Like, what is going on? So I was in the room, I was sweating crazy. So I'm like taking freaking what's it called, hand sanitizer and alcohol pads and like wiping my underarms because I was just so nervous and I was sweating so bad. So yeah, I was scared as shit. Like, I was so scared. So like after maybe like 30 minutes, the doctor came in the room and he like drew the lines and stuff on me, lines like around my boobs. After that, I had to go into this room, and they was like quick. Like, when I went into this room to like get undressed, this other girl was still like, they was finishing up on her surgery. Like, they was just waking her up from her, well, she woke up on the table because you're not really supposed to wake up, but she had woke up on the table and they was like trying to calm her down. So that scared me even more, because I'm like, yo, what if I wake up during the surgery? Like, whatever. I had to get ready, like take off all my clothes and put on this gown, whatever, the paper gown that I put on the wrong way the first time. I had to put that back on. Then I went into the room, the surgery room. I laid on the table. They put the IV in it. I don't even remember nothing else after that, honestly. Like, I feel like I would sleep for like 10 minutes. I woke up to this older lady dressing me, like putting my clothes back on, and I was just looking at her like, why the fuck are you touching me? Like, I didn't know where I was at. So I was just like looking around the room. Like, it didn't I didn't really feel nothing. Like, I didn't feel no, I think because I was still under anesthesia, like I didn't really feel nothing. But my surgery was pretty quick. It was like only an hour, because they started at like 12, and then I got back to the condo that we were at like 2:30, 3 o'clock. So I only recovered for like 45 minutes. So in that 45 minutes, they called my aunt came, and then they wheelchaired me downstairs and we left. The first day when I went home, I didn't feel no pain. Like, it was just kind of like pressure, and I was tired. Like, I just need to go to sleep. So when I got back, I went to sleep for like 4 or 5 hours. I woke up at like 8 o'clock, and I'm gonna put the clip in from the first day of surgery. I was so high, so don't be talking shit, because I was talking so slow. Like, I was just really out of it. But so today is day 1. I just woke up from taking the nap. I was asleep for like 3 or 4 hours, but I don't really feel any pain. It's just like pressure, and oh yeah, that's good. It's just a little pressure, and incisions, they like sting just a little bit, but thought it was going to be way more painful than this. And I'm kind of like a baby, so I cry over everything, but I didn't cry. I'm not in that much pain. I'm holding my camera up so I can lift my arms a little bit. It's kind of tired, so maybe shouldn't be doing that too much. But yeah, they look good. They're still, you can see it, like they all the way up here. They super high. But they told me, well, I read that you should drink like a lot of pineapple juice and eat a lot of pineapples, because that helps with the swelling. They did give me pain medicine, so I only took 1 pain pill so far, so maybe that's why I don't really feel any pain, but it's just pressure. But yeah, I finally did it, guys. Oh shit. Yeah, I didn't feel no pain. Like, it just felt like a whole bunch of pressure, and it was just really uncomfortable. Like, it wasn't comparable to COVID. Like, COVID, that shit felt like somebody 500 pounds was sitting on my chest. Like, I could not breathe. Like, thought I was dying. But that, it didn't feel like that. It just felt like pressure, like 2 water balloons or something, and they just like sitting on your chest or whatever. But it wasn't that bad. I also was on 3 medications. So they gave me like Percocet, but they gave me like a real low dosage. Then I was on a stool softener, because Percocets make you constipated. So I had to take stool softeners, and then I also had to take an antibiotic to reduce like my chances of getting any infections and stuff after the surgery. So yeah, those were the 3 medicines that I was on. So I had to take one of the Percocets like 4 hours after my surgery or something like that. So I think my aunt like woke me up. She gave me the pill. I went back to sleep, whatever. So when I woke up, I didn't feel no pain. I just was cool. I was chilling. Sat out on the balcony for a couple hours. Ate some food because I couldn't eat that whole day or whatever. And then I was fine. And then like the second day was like the worst day for me. Like the second day I was in so much pain. Like I woke up, I was in so much pain. You know, I didn't cry, but I was in pain. And I am a crybaby. Like I have a low tolerance for pain. Like I will cry. I don't care. Like I don't care. If I'm in pain, I'm gonna cry. I don't care. So the second day I was in so much pain, but I didn't cry. I just was taking the medicine. This is day 2. My boobs still high as shit, and they actually really hurt today. I mean, they don't hurt as bad as they was hurting this morning, but I wouldn't do this shit again, to be honest. It doesn't hurt as bad as I expected it to hurt, but it still hurts. But long as I'm keeping up on my pain medicine, I was supposed to be taking it every 6 hours, but I'm taking it every 5 hours to get ahead of the pain. Like I can feel my skin stretching, so that's what hurts, like the stretching, and then it's pressure, but it's not really pain. The incisions, they don't really hurt at all. They just sting a little bit. And I was able to take a shower today. Fine. I can get up on my own, not to go to the bathroom on my own. I just need help like getting out the bed when I'm like really slouched back, because it still hurts to kind of like sit up on my own. But they told me yesterday to rest. I'm gonna show you. But you can see like how high it is from the side. I'm not gonna show y'all my actual levels. So I had a surgery a few years ago. I got my tonsils out, and I had to take Percocets before, and I kept trying to wean myself off of it, because honestly I don't like the way that shit makes me feel. Like I do not know how people be taking it every single day and just be functioning all day off of Percocets, because I just did not like the way that it made me feel at all. So that time when I had my surgery, I kept weaning myself off of it, stopped taking it, or stopped taking as much as I was supposed to, because I thought I had the pain under control, and I didn't. And the pain got so bad, like I was literally crying all day, like, and I was home by myself. So I'm like, this time I'm just going to listen to the doctor and take the medicine when I'm supposed to. So I was supposed to be taking the Percocet every 6 hours, but I was taking it like every 4.5 to 5 hours, because I was just trying to get ahead of the pain, because I was not about to be in pain. Like I just wasn't happening. So at first I started taking the whole thing, like every 5.5 to 6 4.5 to 5 hours I was taking the whole pill, the whole perk. Then after like day 3, when I woke up, I wasn't in that much pain anymore. I'm gonna post day 3 too. So day 3, when I woke up, I was fine. Like I was still uncomfortable. Not gonna lie, I was still uncomfortable, but I wasn't in as much pain as I was the day before. Day 3 was way better than day 2. So this is day 3 post-op, and I feel I'm a little tired right now, but I've been sleeping all day. But I actually feel much better than, even though I'm not supposed to, but I can lift my arm perfectly fine. This arm still hurts a little bit, but I can still lift it. This side hurts worse than the other side. I don't know if like my boob was just a little bit smaller on this side. I don't know, this side is just real tight. This side feels like fine, but this side is real tight. But yeah, I'm not in that much pain anymore, so I think that I'm gonna stop taking the Percocets. They gave me Percocets 7.5, and before I feel like I couldn't really like notice how much they were affecting me because I was in pain, so like it was taking the pain away. But since I'm not in that much pain anymore, I don't really like the way that they're making me feel. I'm like super high and I'd be like super out of it, and I don't really like that. So my doctor said that if it's just like discomfort, I can switch over to Tylenol. I only been sleeping for like 2 or 3 hours at a time, but they did tell me that on day 3 that I should be like moving around a lot and like walking around. I haven't really been walking around that much, so tomorrow I have to get up. I keep coughing up like this it's mucus, but it's like kind of like brown. I don't know what that's about. I think that it's just dried up blood really from the surgery. But my chest was kind of like swollen all the way up here. Pineapple juice, I feel like the pineapple juice and the pineapples has been like helping me a lot. Day 3, I am feeling really good. They told me that day 3 was going to be the worst day, and honestly I don't think that this was the worst day for me. I think yesterday was way worse than today. I think that laying in the bed is very uncomfortable. I think that sleeping on the couch is better for me because I'm more elevated. Like, I have this pillow. I don't know if you can see. I bought this pillow from Target. It was like $20. I have to sleep on my back, so whatever. I have to do what I have to do until I heal, but I'm definitely not in as much pain as I thought I was going to be, and it's not as bad. This experience is not as bad as I thought it was going to be because I did this to myself. So I wanted this so bad, and I finally got it, so I can't be sitting up here stressing or upset or mad at myself because I'm in pain because I did this shit to myself. Because I'm only here for like another 7 days. Even though that's a long time, but the last 3 days I've been sitting in a condo just trying to rest and doing nothing. So I want to at least go outside and start taking some pictures, getting dressed, going some places. And a lot of people, like when I was watching videos and YouTubes and stuff and doing my research, a lot of people said that day 3 and 4 was the worst days for them, but day 2 was the worst day for me. So I guess everybody's body is different. So I got through day 3. The only thing that I needed help with by day 3 was like sitting up out the bed. Like it was hard for me to like lift myself up, so like my aunt would have to like push my back so I can get out of the bed because just got my boobs done. I can't lift myself up. That shit hurt. So that's the only thing that I needed help with on day 3. But other than that, I was able to go to the bathroom by myself. I was able to wipe myself. Like people be saying like they need people to care. Honestly, I never needed anybody to help me go to the bathroom. So some people be saying like they need people to help sit them on the toilet, wipe them and all. Like I didn't need to do all that. Like I could wipe myself. Like I was fine. Day 4 is when my aunt left, and then my boyfriend came. So my aunt came in the morning. My aunt left in the morning. My boyfriend came right in. Probably like he got there probably like an hour after she left. So day 4, or no, I'm lying. It was day 3. Day 3 is when he came and she left, and I pretty much slept that day. So they was telling me that they wanted to, you just need to get your rest. Like, you just need to sleep. Like, you just need to get your rest. But I was like up. Like, I was on my phone. I was up on the balcony for 3-4 hours. Like, I just was not sleeping like I was supposed to. I was just up. But day 3, I was like kind of tired. My boyfriend came, and yeah, he came, and we were just being us, and we needed to take a nap. So we went to sleep for like 5 hours because we just needed to go to sleep. So after that, when I woke up, he went and got me some food, and I asked him to give me Tylenol because I just didn't like the way that the perks was making me feel. Like, I was just so high, like I was nauseous, like I just didn't like it, and I'm just like, I can't take these, I can't take these pills no more. So I started taking half of the perks, and then I was taking the Tylenol. But I didn't take the Percocet one time, and I took 2 Tylenols, and it just wasn't enough to like take the edge off. Like, it just wasn't enough. So I just started taking half of the Percocet instead of the whole thing on day 3. And then day 4, when I woke up, I felt okay. I was still like feeling the pressure, but in my skin, so my incision wasn't under my breast. Like, a lot of people get their incision under their breast. Like, mine was through my nipple. My doctor went through my nipple. So, and I had like tape over my nipples, and the tape held up pretty good, but I still was like getting a little bit of water in it, so that was like scaring me too. But the water, I just squeezed the water out and it was fine. But my incisions, they was burning. They was stinging. Like, that shit was stinging. I was like, oh my god. Like, the most annoying part. And then it's like it stitches in there. So when you're, I think the stitches dissolve too, but like when your nipple gets hard, that shit hurt. So that was the only painful part. Day 4. So yeah, day 4, we woke up, and I was just like, let's go outside. Like, I want to go outside. I want to do stuff because I was just tired of sitting in the freaking house all day. And I'm like, I'm in Miami, like, it's my birthday. I want to go out and do stuff. So day 4, I got up, and I think we went shopping. We went shopping every day. For real. We went shopping every single day. Like, every day 4, we went shopping every single day. We went to dinner every single night. We went to lunch every day. Like, I was supposed to be resting. I was not resting. I was in the freaking malls and at the fashion district, at lunch, just dinner, just. But I had so much fun. Shopping every day was so much fun. Like, that shit was lit. So by day 5, I think I threw the perks away, or I stopped taking them, but eventually I threw them away. Like, probably like day 5 or day 6, I threw them in the trash because I was just like, I just can't. Like, I can't take these pills no more. Like, I'm just gonna have to be in pain. I'm gonna have to take the Tylenol. If the Tylenol don't work, then oh well. Like, that was that. People ask me how long did it take for the pain to stop. Honestly, my boobs still hurt sometimes. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, it's not even my actual boobs, it's my incisions. Like, they still hurt sometimes. Like, I don't know why. Like, maybe because I wasn't sitting down like I was supposed to. Because I literally was like out the whole time. Like, the whole time I was in Miami, I was out, I was drinking. Like, on my birthday, my boyfriend, I'm gonna post a picture in here somewhere, but my boyfriend rented a Sprinter, and the Sprinter came and picked us up and took us to that Salt Bay restaurant. is good as shit. Like everything is good there. Good there. The freaking steak was good, the sides was good, the drinks was good, dessert was good, like everything was good. So after they told me after surgery, like, you can't drink any alcohol because alcohol is a blood thinner. You can't do a lot of things. You can't take Motrin. If you smoke weed, you can't smoke a month before your surgery. So let's just put that out there. Only like 2 weeks post-op, I went to Atlanta. Like, I just was doing too much, but my boobs still hurt. So how long did it take for the pain to stop? I can't really answer that because they still hurt. But I can say that like the first 3 weeks I could not lay on my side. Like, it hurt so bad to like lay on my side. I still can't lay like on my, like, I'm used to laying on my chest, like on my stomach and on my face. Like, that's how I go to sleep. But I still can't lay like that because it hurts. So I can lay on my side though. But it took like 3.5 weeks for me to like feel comfortable while laying on my side, because it just was it was hurting so bad. How long does it take for your boobs to heal? I don't know, because I feel like I'm still healing. Like, I'm only 2 months post-op. So I feel like when I first got them done, like, they were stiff. They weren't hard, they were just stiff because I was super small, and then I got these freaking big behind implants inside of my body, and my skin was stretched. Like, my skin was like lifting off of my body because my boobs was like not, they was just big and swollen. And in the video that I'm going to post in here, the videos that I'm going to post in here, you can see, like, when I first got them done, they was all the way up here. And I'm not even going to lie, like, when I first got my boobs done, I did not like them. Like, I did not like them. Like, the first couple days, I did not like them. I just thought that they were ugly. This is not cute. Like, they were boxy. Like, they was super stiff. Like, they didn't move. Like, every day. Every day I was asking my aunt, like, did my boobs drop? Did my boobs drop? Do they look different? And she would be like, girl, no. Like, no, you still swollen. But I can say, so I read that if you drink pineapple juice and you eat pineapples after your surgery, like, pineapples reduce the swelling. So it really did work and help me. But yeah, they was swollen and high for a good while. Like, they was ugly and I didn't like them, and I was just like, what if they look like this forever? And I needed them to drop. Like, I'm a person that needs to see instant results, and if I don't, I start freaking out. So I don't know, I just didn't like them. I just thought that they were ugly. But now I love them. I love my boobs so much, and I'm happy that I got my boobs done. People are going to ask you the stupidest shit ever. Like, they're going to ask you the dumbest questions ever. You're just dumb. Like, people are dumb and they're going to ask you dumb questions and you're going to get annoyed. Or maybe you won't get annoyed, but I got annoyed because, like, what? But people will ask you, like, oh, well, why did you get surgery? Like, did you not feel confident? Like, did you hate your body? And it's just like, anybody that know me knows that I never had no confident issues. Like, I was a bad bitch before I got my boobs done, and I'm still a bad bitch. Like, are you dumb? So just be prepared for that, because the things that people was asking me is just like, you clearly don't know me and you're an idiot for even asking me that. Because do you feel more confident questioning me about what I'm doing with my body? Like, somebody went as far as saying that I got my boobs done because my boyfriend told me to. First off, everybody that know me know that I'm headstrong and nobody can make me do nothing. Like, if I don't want to do something, I'm not doing it, period. Like, I'm just not doing it. Like, and I'm working on, like, if I tell somebody that I'm gonna go somewhere with them or do something with them, do it. But at times, like, I will say, like, all right, like, I'll be feeling up to doing something, and then I'll come home, or I'll, like, settle in and think about it, and I'm like, I don't want to do it no more. And if I don't want to, I'm just not. So the fact that somebody would think or say that I got my boobs done because my boyfriend told me to is ridiculous, and he can't make me do nothing. So that was dumb. I mean, I'm not gonna say it like that, like he can't make me do nothing, because if he tells me to do something, I respect my boyfriend, I'm gonna do it. But like, I know that he's not gonna tell me to do no crazy ass, like, something that he know I'm not going for, or something that's gonna put me in harm's way. Like, he's always looking out in the best interest of me. And honestly, like, I had to bring up me wanting my boobs done to him. Like, when we first started talking, I used to post, like, on Instagram and stuff, like, hints and stuff, about wanting my boobs done and stuff, and he would never say nothing. So one day, I just had to ask him, like, I want my boobs done, you want to pay for it? And he was like, yeah. Like, my boyfriend is super supportive. Like, whatever I want to do, he just begs me. Whatever I want, he just begs me. Like, he just be like, do it. Like, if that's gonna make you happy, just do it. Like, he don't care. He didn't tell me not to get it. He didn't tell me to get it. He didn't force it on me. He didn't say, oh, here's the money to go get your boobs done. He wasn't even, like, even after he told me, like, yeah, I'll pay for it, he didn't say nothing else about it. Like, he didn't say, like, did you make the appointment? I think I tried to like mention it to him, and he just was like, like, I had to just go and make the move on my own and call and make my appointment and do all of this stuff. And then I told him, like, this is what I'm doing for my birthday. I want my boobs done. We're going to Miami, and this that. And he was just like, okay, and we did it. So he didn't force me to do nothing. He can't force me to do anything that I don't want to do, and he's never going to tell me to do some stupid shit that is going to put my life in jeopardy. My boobs done, like, that's a life altering change to your body. Like, anything could go wrong. Like, I could have picked a stupid ass doctor. Like, people go and get surgeries all the time. There's 1,000 people out here dying because they're picking the wrong doctor, or their doctors that they are choosing are just putting anything in their body and they don't know. So that wasn't a decision for him to make. It was mine. So just look out for that. Like, people will be asking you stupid questions that may irk you or may not, but I don't know. People ask me, am I going to get anything else done? No. No, 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 no. I'm not getting nothing else done. I feel like I don't really need nothing else done. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, I thought about getting lipo before because I wanted my waist to be smaller, but I already kind of have a small waist, and I just need to stop being lazy and continue to work out and eat healthy. And I think that my body will be how I want it to look. So now I'm not gonna get anything else done, any more work. But say if, like, I have a kid or something, and, like, my body don't snap back, then I would, like, consider, like, a tummy tucker or something. Like, I don't know. But as of right now, no. Like, nope, 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 nope. I'm not getting anything else done. But yeah, that was my boob experience, getting my boobs done in Miami. First off, I love Miami. Like, Miami was so much fun. That was really the best birthday that I ever had. Like, it was just so much fun. Like, from the shopping to going out to eat to surprise with the sprinter. Like, it was just so lit. Like, it was really the best birthday ever. We went to this restaurant called Swan. I think it's like co-owned by like Pharrell or something like that, but that food was so good. Like, I don't know, pretty much everywhere we ate was like really good. I think we went to Mr. Chow. We went to, like I said, Salt Bay restaurant. That was the best, hands down. Like, that food is bomb and shit. If y'all go there, y'all gotta go there and eat, because the food was so good. But yeah, I had the best birthday ever. I don't really have any like other videos that I recorded while I was there because I was too busy having fun. But If y'all have any more questions about surgery or any more questions for me about my surgery, ask me. I'm not somebody that hoards information for what. That's weird. I'll tell you whatever you need to know. So just ask me. I think that I'm going to start making more videos about my day-to-day life just because I feel like it. And yeah, I've been working on a lot of things. I'm gonna boss the fuck up. You feel me? But yeah, so this is what my boobs look like. I don't know if you can see from the side, but this is what they look like 2 months. Well, April 17th will be 2 months post-op, but I'm damn near there. So this is 2 months post-op. My boobs aren't stiff anymore. Like, they move, they soft, like they feel good. They do hurt from time to time, but I'm guessing that they will stop hurting eventually.